Everyone. Yeah, it's my review of Sonic the Hedgehog issue. The more recent issue. I gotta think right now. 262, I believe, or 260. I think I can. Basically, Waves of Change Part 3. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog Waves of Change Part 3, and the third and final parts of the backstory as well. And I got the issue yesterday, which was July 10th, 2014. I got it yesterday. I actually picked it up in the mail as soon as I got home from work last night. Well, actually early to mid-evening, prime time, if you will. Unlike tonight, where basically I'm working from 3 p.m. to midnight. But I'll have a little help on the way, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Anyway, the issue itself kind of continued off from the last issue, of course, and I thought was pretty good. You know, I like the fact that the characters are realizing, hey, are trying to get Coral to realize, hey, you cannot give up. You cannot give up. You cannot let all the stress and stuff get to you. You gotta do your thing. You gotta get this Chow, this Aquarius, if you will, up and going so we can save the city. So I like that you have that determined factor. Now, if you're a Sonic Amy fan, of course, when Sonic and Rhoda go to the city to try to help save it or protect it, and Amy stays behind to help Razor and Coral. And of course, if you're a Sonic Amy shipper, you kind of like the little exchange there between Sonic and Amy. So, everybody gets a little piece of what they like. Don't get me wrong about that. Everybody gets a piece of what they like. But it's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good continuation of the story. I'm not going to lie about that. I like how, you have the captain of the guards realizing, okay, even though I'm not in favor of these outsiders being in our kingdom, that they are helping us, and right now we have no choice. We've got to put our differences aside. And they actually show that this captain of the guards has a little bit of an extra power thanks to a golden claw. Go figure. We also find out that, Amy, she can definitely handle herself. There's no doubt about it in battle. We see that she's trying to basically get Pearly, I think that's her name, to get over her fears of the Chow. So, that's a nice little touch there. And then, of course, like I say, we get the battle at the city as well. But then we find out from Pearl, that Sonic and Rhoda took the water crystals, but they took basically uncharged water, or not fully charged water crystals that would allow them to breathe underwater. We also get to see I guess you could say, the big, bad, dark Gaia boss, if you will, for this area, and confronting Sonic and Rhoda, and as they're trying to get in Rhoda, and basically this is at the same time they find out that the crystals that they took were not fully charged. So basically they have to try to get to the surface, but the dark Gaia monster the big dark Gaia boss is not letting that happen. And basically that's how we end the first story, with a little bit of a hint that Sonic may be going Hedgehog anytime soon, if you know what I mean. So overall, very decent issue. I'm not going to lie about that. Very decent issue. Hold on for a sec. But again, very very decent issue. I mean, well, yeah, it's a decent issue, but decent first story overall, first main story overall. So I'll give it that. So again, like I say, decent first story and decent continuation of the Waves of Change story as we head into the final part, which is next month. Hold on for a sec. Like I said, a decent continuation as we head into next month. And then we get the backstory, the side story, if you will. The second story in the issue. We kind of get the second story in the issue, and it involves, of course, Sally, Antoine, Rhoda, and Nicole. And for the continuation to a 3-part side story, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was alright. You know, it was some good action in there. I like the fact that they added an Omega 1000 basically to the mix. I really liked them. I thought the action and the pace of the story was good. Had a good build up and everything, and you know, especially kind of, you know, the art style. I mean, what more can you say about that? I mean, it was good. And then of course the ending, and then of course you have that one scene that, even though you know she's okay, you have Nicole as an AI basically getting shot right through the eye by the Omega 1000, not killing her, but basically destroying her power ring that allows her to have her flesh and blood, or her fleshed out body, basically. It allows her to have her living, breathing body. So that was kind of a surprise there that they went with that. Yeah, with that little image, even though, of course, she's just an AI, so it didn't really physically harm her, it just destroyed her power ring. And then the ending was good too. I mean, I like how they all kind of, you know, start to kind of relax. I like Bunny's little joking around reaction with Antoine asking if he's going to upgrade her and get her wedding ring and stuff. So it was decent. I do like the ending at the little moment between Sally and Nicole at the end, where Nicole thanking her for helping her see, you know, the truth, helping her see, you know, why they need to sometimes alter plans and go in a different direction. Because, you know, and she acknowledges that and you know, when she thanks her, she acknowledges that, you know, it's because she's stuck in the computer a lot that she can't really see unless she's physically out there. So I think that's going to lead to something eventually. I think eventually it's leading to something where she's not going to need the portable computer anymore. I just got a feeling that's what it's leading towards when you have something like that. So it was a nice tender moment there, a nice little special moment. And I like how she kind of acknowledged that, yeah, it may lead into consequences and all that, but, you know, it is probably best to try to save, you know, you save the beauty of the world, so, and try to restore it. Try to save and restore the beauty of the world. So overall, this third part of Waves of Change, and the third and final part of the backup story, I can't think of it right now, pretty decent, pretty good, and I do recommend checking it out when you get a chance. So that's all I'm going to say in my review. If I think 262 or 263, I have to look in. Comment below, and I'll talk to you later. I'm heading off to work now.